Hello and welcome back to PreciseAlgorithmTrading.com. This is Dave, and it is Monday, April 3rd, 2023. And what do we have go on today? So, over on the left-hand side, here's the SPX. It was up by 0.37% today. The Dow was up by 0.98% today, and the NASDAQ was down by 0.27 today. So, interesting though. Let's not do that. That's the points there, and there's the percentages. Interesting though that the Nasdaq at one point was down. It had to easily be by 1%, so it was over 100 points. So actually, if we look at that, it's got to have a hammer or a lower wick, I should say, on the candle, a little one. So really, that's not that much to write home about, but it sure felt like a lot of volatility today. And then now tonight, the futures are just a little bit mixed. So let's look at the SPX while we're at it. So we've broken out of this diagonal, whatever you want to call that, diagonal line right here, and then I don't know, this thing at some point is going to come back and probably retrace a little bit before it has a chance to really run. So will we see maybe an upper wick before that happens? That's possible. But yeah, anything's possible. So the whole market here, since the S&P 500 is really what people mostly gauge the whole market by, it is bullish on the daily time frame on the True Momo indicator, and it is still bullish on the weekly, and actually turned green here recently. So what's the Dow look like? I think it actually got pretty bullish because of that. I mean, it's a big day, up 327 points. And it is not really 100% bullish on the weekly yet. We got some indications that that bullishness is coming back in between the different indicators, but we really need a green arrow to pop, and we don't have that yet. So all right, and then the Russell, just because, well, let's look at it since we're here. I'm going to use the futures contract. If it'll cooperate. Alright, maybe I'll just flip over to another screen. Alright, so the Russell's the one that's actually been the laggard here. It is bullish on the daily, bearish on the weekly as of even today's price action. But obviously the weekly isn't over till the week is over, so we got a whole week here to see how that plays out. If the daily flips over and turns bearish, then we got a bigger problem. But we still have a megaphone pattern, and at some point it should be breaking up to the upside. And we really want, well, if you want to be a bull, which I do, we want the markets to all come back. Then they all have to start like following again to the upside. So how long is that going to take to play out? I don't know. I doubt it happens in 2023. So so that's it for the regular market analysis. Let's do stockcharts.com and put in the bullish percent indexes. Take a look at those. So the Dow tacked on 5.88% today, and 2 X's. By the way, there's the indication of a new month when it's the 4th month being April, and that's how it gets indicated there. So the New York average tacks on an X, and it's up by 4.19%. The transports Tack on 3X's up by 11.11%. That's interesting. The NASDAQ itself still hasn't turned to a new column of X's, although it was up 2.83%. The S&P 500 tacks on 2 X's and it's up by 8.13%. The NASDAQ 100 breaks out of that range, that diagonal red line is overhead resistance, and it broke through that. So that's interesting. Although we are getting up near when it tops over 70%, that's when you start looking for it to reverse. You know, it gets, I think on this chart, all the way up to 90, it looks like. All the way on the left-hand side. So, and it's up by 6.25% today. And then the OEX, the S&P 100, tacks on 3X's, up by 8.77%. So, all in all, from the internals measurements, things are looking pretty up today. Oh yeah, I was also going to pop this up. So we broke through the triangle, and we've got on the McClellan oscillators, they're pulling back, and I'd say we're pretty overextended, so I've got my eye open for that. I took a lot of profits on Friday, and I started reestablishing new positions today that hopefully will fly in the face of the markets. So, and that was that. Let's flip over to our automatic trading systems, which is really what we're here for. This is the Russell 2000. It's right there, and okay, if for what it's worth, I did a little bit of work on the algorithm this weekend, and this is a little bit better look, especially when you tack on this, than it has been. It has fewer losing trades, so I just figured out a way to eliminate some losing trades and have a better all-in equity. If you buy the system, or if you've bought the system, reach out and I can update your code. And actually, I'll put the new code on the website. So then this is the NASDAQ futures contract, and we had some nice up move here. I did not modify this code, and it still looks fine on the 6-month chart. And then the Dow, I modified it a little bit, and it still looks pretty similar. It just eliminated some bad trades. So whenever I find a way to eliminate some trades or make the trading just better overall, I want to do that. And we got a nice pop here at the end of the day for what it's worth. And this just, I don't know, I can tell you that when you lay this out over 12 months, this is a lot better equity curve. So it still has a lot of this chop, and if anybody out there knows how to avoid that, I'm all ears. But I continually work on these things to try to make them better. So, and I'll leave you guys with that for tonight. Take care, good trading, and have a great night.